Setting goals in 2026, and this one's for parents of teenagers. I'd be in that category. Our next guest says it's the most wonderful time of year for teens to reset and build healthier habits. Dr. Lauren Hartman is joining us now. Dr. Hartman, it's great to have you. So how can parents help create these new routines without adding additional stress?
Yeah, well, I think it's probably first important for us to define health or healthy because I see this word getting so conflated now with weight and BMI and body size. And I specialize in teenagers who have eating disorders. And when young people come to me, they'll often have made some healthy changes. So they may have cut out foods they thought were unhealthy, or they increased their exercise routine that they heard was healthy. And they come to me and their hair's falling out and they fainted and they have low heart rates and they feel exhausted. And so that is not health. And so we just want to really be thinking about behaviors that are sustaining for young people, that are going to give them energy. We want them to be moving in a way that feels good. We want them to be resting. We want them to be eating foods that are nourishing and sustaining. And so if they're getting any messages that are taking this away, that is not health.
Yeah, and I've noticed this with my daughters, and we've actually changed the conversation to nutrition instead of diet. You know, we're talking about the types of foods that bring you nutrients and things like that. So I'm all in on this conversation. So what does a realistic, achievable goal actually look like for a teen, and what makes a goal unrealistic?
Yeah. So I really try to help young people think about, how do I want to feel, not how do I want to look? Because often I will see young people who have made some changes because they want to look a certain way. And they're hoping that if they look a certain way, they're going to feel a certain way. And so they may make these different changes thinking, okay, if my body type looks like my friend, I'm going to feel great. And in fact, they feel terrible. And so once we can shift about how do you want to feel, not how do you want to look, it really helps to kind of shift goals that are really realistic.
Another big one for so many parents that we're all trying to figure out is how to deal with screen time with their kids. So how can families find a healthier balance in the new year?
So parents may not like me for saying this, but we do first have to model this ourselves. So we really can't be on our phones all the time as parents and expect our kids to be doing something different. So I would say trying to make rules that the whole family is following. So we don't have phones at mealtime, or we don't have our phones in our bedroom overnight, and really trying to implement that and have our kids see it's kind of hard, but we're all doing it. And that is a much more practical way to have things shift.
So we have to set the example ourselves, it looks like, too. So if you had one tip for parents, one thing to focus on going into 2026, what should that change be?
So the one thing I would tell parents is to be kind to yourself. I had a dad say to me recently that he decided to stop talking negatively about his own body. He felt like it was hard at first because some of these thought patterns were so automatic, but he was motivated because he really wanted his kids to speak kinder to themselves. And those are the kind of shifts that are going to create a lasting impact. So, I think right now we're all making all these healthy goals. We want to shift, we want to do better. But what if we were just kind to ourselves as we are and came from more of a place of acceptance and compassion for where we are now?
Love that. Dr. Lauren Hartman, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.